Hi, guys. Welcome to another adventure with the Odd Doggies, or the Odd Guild, or all of the Odd Bunch, because we're a bunch of weirdos. Yay. Okay.
Well, I am Justin, one of the hosts of the Late Gaming Arena podcast, and I am playing Clark Kent, or Clerk Kent.
There we go.
Get it right, man.
Funny.
It's your own name.
Well, I didn't choose the name.
The name chose you.
The name chose me.
The pun was there. I had to make it.
Yeah, Daniel came up with it because I'm a clerk, and then he just said Clerk Kent, and it stuck. And Clerk Kent is playing Spark within the game within a game. So yeah. Well, Clerk Kent, he's a fun guy in general. He has a closet that is full of rubber mats.
Okay, I wasn't sure what the rubber was leading to. I'm glad it was something very simple and innocent. It could have been rubber duckies.
I mean, he is in the black market, so they are magical, but I won't say in what way they're magical.
But how? Okay. I don't know how mats could be magical in a different way, but yeah,
What do you
okay.
mean? I mean,
Like they fly.
yeah,
like,
exactly. Magic flying rubber mats. Or they're car mats that never get dirty.
ooh, self-cleaning car
Bath
mat.
mats, maybe.
There you go.
Yep.
They never slip.
Hi guys, I'm Daniel. I'm in Odd playing Daniel, and in the Odd Doggies campaign, I'm playing Stas. You follow?
That would have been great if he was also Daniel, because I'm Daniel playing Daniel playing Daniel.
Oh, you missed an opportunity.
Daniel
because
cubed.
originality.
It would have been amazing.
Well, then I would have just been copying Nerd Cubed because I think his name is Dan, if I recall correctly.
Oh, really?
The more you know.
Nobody knows who that is. It's fine.
I feel like you're just saying that because you don't know who that is.
Okay, I don't know who that is, so nobody
I know who
knows.
that is.
Shh.
Fun fact about Stas is that he loves swimming.
Oh, that seems appropriate because I mean, he does
He
live by
live
the
on
ocean.
a boat
Yeah.
most of the time.
Boat thing.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Quentin. I normally GM the Sword Art Online Odd campaign, but in this, we like multiple layers of Inception, so this universe exists inside the campaign that I GM, but I'm not GMing. Instead, I'm playing two NPCs, playing two characters in a game, in a game, in a game.
You follow, audience?
It's reasonable.
It sounds like a reasonable expectation for everyone to follow.
This sounds like a fantastic setup to another anime.
It's probably, honestly, they should animate this show. Anywho, I'm playing both Crystal and Wilson from Sword Art Online Odd. Crystal is playing Crystal because she's original. And Wilson is playing, gotta double check. I don't have his name listed down.
Hopper.
Oh, that's right.
You
Wilson's playing Copper.
forgot your own NPC's NPC.
Listen, Snow. We haven't played for a week. You are in the bathroom again.
I have not announced what I was doing yet. Let me announce myself,
Well,
sir.
I was just explaining that you were in the bathroom for a week. It sounded like really cramped, and there was like a lot of like loud noise. I have no idea what you were doing in there, but I figured I would bring it to everyone's attention.
Was that a fun fact?
Yes, that's the fun fact. Is this week as I was walking by the bathroom, which Snow has repeatedly locked herself into for various reasons. I feel like she just wants an office. And she doesn't have one.
Wait, I have a throne room. I have the guild
This
hall
is your
throne
alternate
room.
throne room.
Oh, okay. I guess that brings me in. Hi, guys. I'm Snow, and I play Snow in the Sword Art Online Odd campaign, and I am also playing Snow, who is GMing the Odd Doggies campaign inside of the game. Yeah. And
Why did we make this so confusing? Why didn't we just play a module?
because I am original.
There you go.
Yeah, there.
Do you
Okay.
also like giving people headaches?
I love headaches.
So you mean to tell me I was abducted by sentient plants?
You break out into a clearing where you see 3 elves.
My character speaks Elvish.
Okay.
This is so convenient. I'm so proud of myself.
I knew it! And he just points at the dogs, like all of you. He just points and says, I knew it.
woof.
Yeah. And
I make barking noises to try and cover it up.
He was taken by an orc scouting party. We've been following the trail for 3 days now. We believe that there might be a tribe up north.
So Copper's at this point gonna start jumping around and wagging his tail. Ooh, trade. Okay, deal. Here's offer. We help you find your friend. You help us find Master.
You see that there is this massively beaten creature kind of just being tossed about in the center.
Isn't there a disengage action to run away?
I'm gonna kill that caricature.
Little doggy, come out. Snow comes running in again. Okay,
Where
Okay.
were you running that required that much effort?
we should not have had burritos at the table last week. I told Clyde
know.
stop with the
Those are pretty
burritos.
good.
Oh, my stomach.
Did you put the salsa on it?
I put the salsa on it.
Put the hot salsa on it?
Things were burning and they shouldn't have been burning. Okay. All right, but I'm better now, guys. Yep, it was the special salsa. Thanks for that Metamucil, by the
Sorry,
way. It
that was
helped
the
a lot.
Special salsa.
They all think it's salsa.
I'm so glad I didn't have that.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, I'm ready.
Poison Salsa.
I'm ready for round 3. Okay.
Do you want me to build you a bucket or something like that in case?
I already have one. It's under the chair. I'm ready.
You need another one?
I'll have buckets for my buckets. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, if it's under your chair, what you should do is you should just cut a hole in the center of the chair so if anything happens, you can stay seated.
I think I'll be okay for this round. But all right, guys, can somebody remind me what happened since the last week that I've been in the bathroom?
Wait, do you mean in like real life or the game that we played that you're supposed to know everything about?
The game that I'm supposed to know everything about because I was in the bathroom again
So you
for
didn't-
almost 2
did
weeks
you
at
not
this
rate
point.
material?
I did write material. Just somebody remind me what happened.
Oh, okay.
How about Wilson? How about you? Since you seem to know everything, or Clark Kent.
We defeated a bunch of. Were they orcs? I forget. Okay.
They were orcs. Yeah, you were in an orc village.
I couldn't. I thought they might have been something
Don't
else.
tell
but,
Grog.
I don't know. It was dark.
So yeah, you fought some orcs.
We won.
What else happened?
I valiantly led to the defeat of their chieftain.
Wait, I thought the raccoon did the finishing blow.
But if you think about it, I summoned the raccoon. So therefore, I led
Is the
to
raccoon
the
still
defeat
here?
of the orc chieftain, like I said.
Hold on, we'll get there. Wilson, stop trying to one up Clyde because we know that he's finished off like 2 bosses so far.
Has he? But
Yeah.
okay, listen. He's died. He's almost died to more things than he's actually killed. So I think that counterbalances it.
All right, I just wanted to make sure that you're okay.
I mean, there's not much competition there. Don't worry.
So you guys are still in the orc village and you are surrounded by bodies.
Oh,
Tons of bodies.
Oh, me.
Yes,
Oh, me.
yes, Crystal.
Excuse me, everybody. My dog's gonna wave her paw in the air. Do you guys mind making a giant pile of the dead bodies? Like, make it into like a little bit of a mound that I could stand upon.
After I loot them,
Thalia just looks at you. What?
Well, I mean, as long as their like fresh blood is gathered in a pool underneath of them, I think we'll be fine. You can take whatever you want off their bodies.
May I ask why?
Just standard things. I just have to do a bloodletting sacrifice.
I'm just gonna
Why do I
stare
do
at
this?
Crystal like,
Look, Tony has very strict quotas that you have to meet every week.
oh,
Or else I can't eldritch bark at people, and I really like being able to do that.
Well, I guess we'll help build the body pile.
Yay, Batty Pile!
Thalia looks at you and she says, "My friend, while I would love to help you, we must aid our own companion.
Oh,
He needs treatment."
I can help.
Okay.
Copper's gonna doot over there, all cute and adorable, like with his ears flopping.
Okay. So you dootsy on over.
Oh, I have spells. That's actually why I'm coming over there.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, no,
I was just gonna
I've got
we're
cure
just gonna stare at
wounds.
each other really awkwardly.
Well, I mean, we
Wilson.
could, and it's not that awkward. But so their what was their injured friend's name?
Ah, crap. I forget.
Actually,
I don't know where my note is for that, but
Hi, I forget. I'm sorry you're dying over there.
yes, his name is Forget. It's like Ifer and then get it.
Ifer.
Ifer. His name is now Ifer.
I forget.
Yeah, that works.
Ifer. Last name Git.
Listen, the burrito took it right out of me.
Okay. I will give Ifer the lick of life. Well, I mean, cure wounds.
Okay.
You know, it has to be a touch attack.
Okay, so you're gonna lick him.
So I lick him to heal him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for how much you heal him.
That's a die.
Where are you licking him, by the way? I'm just
Right on the
curious.
face.
Right on the face.
Right on the face.
Okay.
That's the only appropriate place. All right, so I rolled an 8, Snow. Let's see. I gotta find my wisdom score. 3. So that's 11 total.
Okay, so he heals by 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like his whole health bar almost, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. Since we live in a very cruel world, healing only heals so much, but he needs like his bones set, and a lot of his injuries need to actually be taken care of physically as well.
Wait, I think I have heal. Wait, I didn't take anything in medicine. But I still have a 3, so
I
I'm
got
going to roll.
nothing over here.
Okay, so it's a 7.
Okay. So
I'm a dog.
with your lack of opposable thumbs, you try to do what?
Let me push this bone back in.
So you're gonna try and push
Push.
him in a bone, and
Push.
all you hear
Look, I'm
is the
helping,
sound
and
of
he licks him.
crunching under his paws,
It's okay, I heal. And I licks him.
and you make it worse.
I help.
He
I
takes
help.
1 point of damage from that.
It's okay, he healed 11. Lick.
Okay,
Net
and-
positives.
Talia says, "No, really, my friend, we're gonna have to take care of him. He needs to go see a doctor or a healer in Brienne." She takes the time and she's actually looking around the area for some things to kind of basically put him on to splint and move him out from that area, along with the other elves.
Can I help her with that?
You can do so. You can roll your perception check.
Crit.
Okay. You find that there is... Oh, hold on. This will probably help you guys. I'm sorry. I forgot to pull out this map that I have. I was working on this in the bathroom for the past week.
Wow, that's really impressive for being in the
yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah, I know. I hand drew everything with my own blood.
Wow, sounds like something Tony would get into.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Stas, where are you going? How am I supposed to drag these bodies? I can pick up, like, their big toe.
Just give me 5 minutes.
Us-
I'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I remember hearing her shouting something in the bathroom where she was getting really frustrated and needed a mental break, but just kept sitting in there working on it anyways. Probably because she physically couldn't go anywhere else, so it would make a mess of the guild.
The door was locked and I couldn't undo it. I think it has like a timer lock on it. It is a dungeon.
Why didn't you just get the cleaning guy to take care of whatever mess it was and get you out?
I couldn't get out. I couldn't message anybody.
It
Oh,
is
wait,
a
you're right.
dungeon, after all.
Oh, what game is this? The bathroom is a dungeon. Bookstore sells Metamucil.
There are magic rubber mats in the closet somewhere.
They're probably in the bathroom dungeon. There is like a back room to that thing. I just haven't gone back there
There
yet.
are many doors.
Okay, now I'm in, actually.
Welcome, Daniel, to the world of my map.
He's not in yet.
Okay, hold on. Let me try this again. Welcome, Daniel, to the world of my map.
Welcome
Oh, it
to the
looks
world
beautiful.
of Roll20.
Wait. So let me get this straight. Your world's called My Map, and your towns are brioche
Meat.
and meat.
No, it's Brienne and Karn.
Meat.
So
Like Carnival.
you got meat and bread
Wait
on
a
a map.
second. Carnival.
Where's the tomato? Where's Tomato Town?
Dang it. But wait, no. Carnival. Carne, Val. It's the meat thing. I don't know what Val means, but meat. Carnival. Carnival.
That's like what Val means in Spanish.
Okay. So Daniel, you are here
Yes, I see.
on the map, and you are next to Leolon. That's what I'm calling her. That's right. And actually, directly to your left, you see that there is a cart. I can't move this cart because it's stuck on the map, but there is a cart there on the map that is intact, and it looks like it would be a really good option for them to move their friend, Ifer.
Can confirm that Val means nothing in Spanish, but it means something in Lithuanian. It means hour. So a carnival is a meat hour, the hour of meat.
That's terrifying. Fun facts on Odd. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So, Daniel, you see the cart back there as you're exploring around. And again, that would be the best option for moving him.
I'm going to point this card out to the elves and be like, hey,
How do you point?
with
How-
my head
yeah, how
and
dogs
nose,
normally
I
point
guess?
with
I
their
gotta
nose.
ask for you to describe these things because people forget, like, you could be human, like anthropomorphic human dog things, like hybrids.
This is true. So I'm going to point with my nose, I guess, and motion.
Can I
Like-
see what he's doing?
You can I mean, he's not hiding anything. So, yes, you see what he's doing. You don't even need to roll
Okay.
for that.
Then I also say point, and I point my nose straight in my tail and lift my left back leg.
Is anyone else going to join him in pointing at this point? Because you might as well point.
I point. I pick up an orc's hand and point with it.
Okay, so you pick up a severed orc hand.
I was just going to bite his arm and try like, and then point it in the direction.
Oh, okay. So roll a strength check,
Oh, it's
Crystal.
going to be abysmal. Actually, that was really high.
What is it?
Well, my roll was a 17, but my strength is a -1, so it's going to be a 16.
In your little tiny awkward mouth, somehow with this little body, you manage to heave this heavy orc hand above your head. Now you can't do it by like the elbow, but you do manage to go right under the wrist and lift it up with your body, and the hand kind of flops over top of you.
Point.
It's not pointing, but it's flopping in the direction.
And I flap it over that way.
Okay, so you flop in that direction with the arm or hand.
Do they get the message?
They got the message. They got it the first time with Stas pointing it out. And so Thalia, Leolon, and Chele, who is attending to Ifer, they all are basically working to get him on the cart.
Okay, now I'm going to help Crystal make her body pile.
Okay.
So I have to roll strength check for
This
that.
reminds me of
Yes.
good times. You know, if we make a pile of all these dead bodies, we can make a makeshift hill so that Wilson can map out the area.
Stas, what are you doing? I mean, not Stas. Spark, what are you doing?
While they're doing all that, I'm looting the bodies.
Okay, so you are going to loot around the area. I like that. I've got stuff for you.
14 total.
Okay, yeah, you're able to help kind of push bodies around. It takes you like about 10 minutes to move all of the bodies all together because you got to push it with your head and everything. The big body, though, you are not able to move.
So just center all the little bodies around the big body and hope be the big body base.
Exactly. I like how you think.
I'm disturbed by how she thinks.
What, you've,
Oh, I
nev-
am too most of the time. I just find this particular instance efficient and well thought out.
you've never erected a tower of corpses before, Snow?
No, I have never
I mean, you've
erected.
suggested it a couple times.
There was
I
only
am
one time.
concerned.
All right, so Spark. Okay, I want you to roll a d10.
Rolling a 10.
Tell me what your number was.
I rolled a 5.
So you find 2 red rubies, basically in the pockets of some of the larger orcs, and then you also find about 150 silver pieces. And on top of that, you also find a flask with, or not really a flask, but like a vial with some liquid inside of it.
A mysterious liquid.
Yes, very mysterious.
Looks like the guacamole I served
color
during
is
taco
it?
night.
It is a blackish brown color. And the way that it's kind of closed up is it's kind of like screwed on the top.
Blast, I need a human to open this.
That was
I'm sorry.
I don't have my doggy bottle openers with me.
Oh, that's a good item. Okay. I'm going to have to put that in here somewhere, like a doggy bottle opener. All right. So those are some of the things that you find with that roll.
I sit and look proud of my accomplishments.
Make sure you write down all the stuff you got, because I certainly will not write it down for you.
I just did.
Snow, since he was looting the bodies,
Yes.
did he go into any of the tents or anything?
He didn't. Said he was going around looting the bodies. You can go into houses, though, if you would like, Copper.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Wilson.
Oh, yeah, Copper's gonna move. He's gonna wander into this little storage-esque looking area.
Okay. So you can roll your perception check.
17 Snow.
Okay. So with the 17, as you're searching around in the hut or this like really crappy tent, you find that there is a chest in the right corner of the room, and it is unlocked. And you open up the chest and you find 30 gold pieces and a lot of copper pieces.
Why am I in pieces?
Wilson, you're stupid. I mean that in the nice way.
I was gonna say it's endearing though.
It was cute. Okay. But if you want exact amount of copper pieces, it's 1,300. I don't know if you're gonna be able to carry that.
Wait, I want to look up how much that weighs.
I don't think you can carry that.
No.
It would take
How-
up your whole bag.
How big are these copper pieces?
Well, coin weight.
A standard coin weighs about a third of an ounce or a 50th of a pound. So
So
if they're
1,300
1,300
of
divided by
Oh my
50,
gosh.
it's 26 pounds of coins.
That's a lot of coins.
Make a
What's the
mean
volume
mallet.
they take up?
I'm not looking up the volume of a
How
coin.
many carts do we need to even carry all these coins?
That's a good question. Is like the chest filled?
The chest is filled almost to the top. And what's nice is the gold pieces were actually separated out into their own separate bag.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. So you said it's in a chest.
It is in a
Does
chest.
does it have a handle?
The chest is a wooden crate.
Oh,
Well, it's a wooden. Yeah, it's a wooden chest. It's meant to be stationary, but there are like two, or like on each side, there's like two slots where it looks like some kind of holding device is supposed to go to pick up the crate or the chest.
this predicament.
They're orcs. They can pick things up and put them down.
How dare they? Okay,
How dare they have hands?
I'm just gonna pick up the 30 gold and put it in my pouch by setting my pouch down, grabbing the coins with my mouth, and then slowly feeding them into the bag.
Okay.
Well, how else am I gonna pick up coins, Snow? I'm a dog.
No, I'm just trying to think about how long that would take you and how many coins would fit into that little bag. Are you putting it in your actual satchel or just the gold pouch?
What? No, my actual satchel.
Oh, okay. Volume. I don't know if your bag can hold that.
30. Oh no, the 30 gold.
Oh, the 30. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're gonna take the 30 gold out of the little pouch that it comes in?
Oh wait, there's a pouch.
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
I
it
put
comes
the
in a separate pouch.
Oh, I put the gold pouch in my satchel.
Okay. Okay, so that's fine. And then Crystal, you're trying to do a ritual.
You're interrupting the bloodletting sacrifice. Quiet down over there. And you see
I'm just gonna slowly slink away.
You see by her playmat that she's actually drawn a little pentagram on the table out of some red liquid.
Oh, that blood. That is definitely blood.
You are just being ignored by the elves right now. They don't even want to know what you're doing. they're just like, they're really just, you overhear them say, don't look at it. Don't look at it.
All right, so my character is currently drawing a summoning pentagram around the dead bodies, using their blood as the marker, as like the substance in which I'm drawing with, and using my head to draw. So I dip my face in their blood and then drag it across the ground.
You just got a bath.
I'm gonna need another one.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a dirty girl.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. It was there.
Does Stas hear this? And did you say that in dog, in game, or out of
Did you
game?
say
Everywhere.
it out loud in common?
I'm filthy and I'm proud.
Please tell me you said. Actually, no. We already went with the rule that if you don't
Yeah, I
tell me.
said it in common.
Oh, I need to roll a will save or two.
I know, I need to as well.
Okay, the elves hold out. Okay. Okay. But you do hear kind of like a loud like chuckle. Not even a chuckle, it's more like a pet from Chele.
This is my reaction. And I will post that online when this episode airs.
Perfect. All right, so Stas, while she's running her bloody face on the ground in a circle around these bodies, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to go around to some of the tents and see if I can find anything useful.
Okay, go ahead, pick a tent. You can go to any of them, and you just have to roll a perception check when you go inside of those tents. Oh, by the way, the raccoon is sitting right by Crystal. Yeah, making that sound as she's chanting. All right, so Stas, what is your roll for perception?
20.
So in this tent, you managed to find what looks like a potion of healing. You find 2 of them. And you also find 2 stones that are white in color. And they're like rather rugged on the edges, but they're very pretty.
Okay, I'm going to take all of that if I can fit it.
Okay. You can fit them. They're small stones. All right, Spark. So you're still going around the bodies and you're seeing Crystal do this evil, weird dance around these bodies. How does this make him feel?
He doesn't know how to feel about this situation. He would much rather go hide in a tent and find more stuff.
Okay, so he wants to look around some more?
Yes.
All right, so you can do that. You can go to any of the tents you want. So you can roll your perception.
15.
All right, so with the 15, you can clearly see in the room that there are actually a lot of books that are kind of torn up and strewn about the room. This is actually one of the bigger tents in the area, which is where you can assume that the big orc lived. You also see that there are a lot of arrows in here, probably about 30 of them. And on top of the crates, in a really awkward position, you see a sheet of paper kind of poking out. You also see some other stones and gems that are kind of strewn about the room haphazardly. So what do you do with that?
I take what I can carry.
I believe your quiver can only hold a maximum of 20 arrows.
I take 1 arrow.
Okay, so you can take an arrow.
Wait. You could take some for me because I used a few arrows.
That's if he can carry them. He says
That's
he's
good.
taking as many as he can carry.
He can also come out and tell you about it. So you take the arrows. You take an arrow. There's a sheet of paper up top. There is the books that are kind of strewn about in the room. There's all those different types of stones. Out of all of that, what else are you picking up?
I'll take the stones and the paper. I'll come out and tell the others. I'll tell Crystal about the books. I think the books are up Crystal's alley. And then
Probably.
the arrow. I'll let everybody know there's arrows.
Wait, Spark, you're interrupting the demon summoning ritual, okay? I'll get to the literature later.
I'm just letting you know. There's books in there.
Much appreciated.
Reading books.
Wait, did you say something about gems? I need rubies for my spells.
Okay, I have gems. Do you want the gems?
Sure.
Okay, I give the gems to Copper. I don't have use for gems.
Does anyone have a rock? I need to smash.
There are rocks all around the area.
Copper's gonna go pick up a rock in his mouth and attempt to smash these rubies into a dust.
Can I inspect the paper?
You may inspect the paper, yes.
What do I roll for that? Just perception or?
What you see when you're looking at the paper would be that in this circumstance, because you're looking at it, it's not really needing to roll anything just yet, unless you want to. But otherwise, it could be an investigation check to kind of figure out what's going on with the paper. But for now, I'll tell you that it's all rolled up and it has this red ribbon wrapped around it. And basically, you crack open the ribbon and you unfurl the paper and you see that on his face is a bunch of words that you can't really completely understand, but it looks like it has some kind of magical aspect to it based upon some of the language that you can pick up from it.
Can I take it to the elves and see what they can see about this?
You may do so.
Okay, I'd do that.
Okay, who are you bringing it to? Because there's Leland, Thalia, and Chele, and then Ifer, who's unconscious.
Probably Thalia. She seems to be the leader.
Don't
Hey,
worry
hey,
about it.
Watch it. Don't step in the circle.
Hello, little one. What do you have there?
I found this scroll and I cannot read it. I thought you would know something about this.
So Thalia reaches down to take it from your mouth, and she opens it up, and she looks at it for a moment, and she says, "Ah, so you found a spell scroll. Very, very interesting. Not necessarily my area of expertise." And she hands it over to Chele, and she says, "Chele, would you mind taking a look at this and seeing if you can tell him what it does?" "Yes, I could do so." So he looks at the scroll, and he did not roll so well.
No.
And he says, "It looks like it has a range effect, but beyond that, I'm not really sure what it does. If I had more time, I could sit down and I could look at it longer and maybe, but we have to leave now. We can't stay out here much longer." And he hands you back the scroll.
Insignificant peons, worry not. I will take care of this. But after I'm done, don't interrupt. Tony's very serious about these kind of things.
In the background, you just hear this malicious chanting sound. And then there also seems to be some kind of like shaking of the earth. Everything seems to be moving, even though it's not moving, but it's just everything. The wind is picking up. There's a smell of ash in the air. Would you like to complete your rituals?
Blood drenched on my face, making these weird runic symbols. I'm dancing around the center on the pile of corpses where the pentagram has been drawn in the center. I'm chanting in infernal because I'm trying to summon Tony. You know, Italians are demons. No, I'm kidding. But yes, no, I'm chanting and just moving around whimsically as I'm summoning this demon from the abyss, offering it this blood sacrifice.
Okay.
You know, standard stuff.
So as she reaches the end of her ritual, she throws back her head and does like this little weird howl. And you just see this cloud of black smoke kind of just appear over top of the body pile. It's not coming from above. It's actually coming out from the pile of bodies. And very slowly you see the bodies kind of like pulsate, and they lift for a moment and they go back down and they lift again. And the third time that the lift happens, they start to fall and roll off each other onto the ground below. And you see this figure kind of rising up from within the center of the pile. And he slowly claps.
Well, Crystal, I must say I'm rather impressed by your prowess.
Oh, so this is your arcane sugar daddy.
Absolutely. So, Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing swell, lads. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing. What do you want? You call me here for what day? My daughter's wedding day is today, so...
No, not this again. Why is this always a theme? First with SAO, and now in this game too. Snow, did you get this from the
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Hi, Tony. Yes. So wonderful. Glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy all the bloodletting and carnage that takes place.
It was quite amazing. I was very impressed by it. It was kind of like shower down in hell. Rain falling from the sky.
So I was just calling you up, figuring I'd give you a ring because we met some of your I guess nephews, little Cthulhu babies. They were going about, and I was just wondering if you had any deets on them.
My nephews?
I don't know how they related to you. I figured as much.
My nephews aren't as ugly as all that. They're like my second
But so
cousin
you
twice
know
removed.
about them. Do you know what they're up to? Because they kind of kidnapped a bunch of people, and as fun as that sounds, I kind of need to murder the person they stole.
Roll a diplomacy.
The roll was bad, but
Oh, I'm sorry, not diplomacy. It's persuasion in D&D.
Oh. 14.
Listen, Crystal, I like you, but death, destruction of the world and all. If I give you too much information, it interferes with my plans. I can't really give that to you.
What plans, Tony? I can assist.
You've already done enough. Actually, no, I need more blood, but that's beside
Okay,
the
exactly.
point.
So just lead me to the people, and I'll murder them. So just let me know where they're at. You know you want to.
The people or
Well, the
my
Cthulhu.
cousin twice removed?
Yeah, those things.
But those are my family.
Well, yes.
You know that family
Well,
means
fine.
everything
I
to me.
won't kill them. I'll just brutally maim them and then kill the person they have. have.
Sorry, not gonna happen. But I will tell you, if
And he goes over and he walks over, and as he steps on top of like one of the heads of the orc, it kind of just like it explodes underneath of him. And every time he steps, like one of the bodies just explodes, and like there's just a shower of blood behind him.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
all right, so listen. How about this? I'll tell you where you can find your humans,
There we go. Now we're talking, Tony.
but you have to take care of the person who got them, okay?
Those
Do
are the
that,
plan.
we have a deal. If you fail me, there'll be a price to pay.
I mean, that's kind of how mobs work, yeah.
Exactly.
Gonna invite me out for spaghetti, and then, you know, when the meatball's getting served, you're gonna
No,
out
we
the
don't. We
baseball
don't do.
bat,
We don't do
and then the
spaghetti.
brass knuckles, and
we
you're
don't.
just gonna
We don't do spaghetti. It's more like home cooking, like a pizza.
Mr. Rigatoni.
Rigatoni's also
Get it,
good because
get it,
that's my
rigatoni.
name. I see what you're saying. All right,
So yeah, where's this person at?
So when you go to the town, or the city, town, whatever that is, the humans call it. I know you're not human, whatever. Y'all the same. Y'all gonna die someday. When you get to the town of Brienne, you're gonna see that there's an island off the shore. Go there. You'll find your humans.
Okay, so I just got to go to the bread, and off the coast of the brioche.
The bread? What are you talking about? The
Off
bread?
the coast of the brioche, there's going to be a little spit of land.
What are we talking about? Brioche? There's no such thing as brioche. There's not even a place that you can go to.
Listen, everyone knows bread is the most important part of any meal.
And while you're talking to Tony, the elves are just standing there like,
What the fudge?
they just have this look of terror on their face, and they are quickly like backing away. Chele's kind of like pushing on the cart, and Thalia and Leolyn are up front like pulling on it, and you kind of see them starting to like leave.
Oh, wait, no, guys, don't run off. We're also headed there over there. Okay, they're gone.
Well,
All right,
I mean,
well,
it makes
thanks, Tony.
sense. Why are you summoning me in front of all the plebeians? When you summon a demon in front of plebeians, they're going to freak out. Did you not learn this in school? I put you through demon school. What do you want from me?
Hey, well, listen. If they freak out, that causes more chaos, mass destruction in this area.
Yes, I like what you're going with this. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I erected a giant tower of dead bodies in the middle of the forest with a bunch of witnesses.
I would say I'd be impressed, but I've seen bigger piles. Get bigger and we'll talk.
All right, will do, Tony. All right, well, it was nice. Anything else I should know before you go?
Yeah. Don't call me tomorrow. I'll be at my daughter's wedding.
All right, have fun.
He walks back up the bodies, and they just like kind of revert from exploding back into like their regular form. And then he just sinks back in, and the bodies that rolled off roll back over top of it.
Huh.
I have
So, guys, I got a clue.
I have questions.
Yeah? I can provide with some answers.
What was that?
Okay.
Why is his name Tony?
Well, I don't know. Why is your name Spark? Gosh, we don't choose these things unless we legally get them changed.
Are there laws in hell?
I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of order. I'm pretty sure he's lawful evil.
I mean, he does have weddings for his daughter. So
Yeah, so there's got to be
there's
some type
kinda
of
law.
structure. He likes the hierarchy of things. So, you know, I'm pretty sure there's laws.
He's a company man.
Okay.
I always knew big business was corrupt.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do? The Morning Stones are just a little south of you guys.
Snow, did I ever manage to crush that ruby?
You did manage to crush the rubies. Did
Oh, did any of you guys find any like arrows or anything like that? I would kind of like some.
Oh yeah, I found some arrows in the big tent.
Well, while we're talking about it, oh my gosh, we went really far north. But also while we're talking about it, did you mention something about books,
Yes, there's
Spark?
books also in the big tent.
All right, well let's go investigate. Maybe we could just like go about. What time is it now?
Doom and Gloom was summoned probably about at 3 a.m.
Oh, okay. How about we all go in the big tent and maybe like take a cat nap or like a
A
dog?
dog nap.
Oh,
A
Yeah,
dog
that's-
rest.
Well,
A canine
If you-
There
pillow.
well, you will need to take a long rest at some point. That will regain your spell slots and
I tire.
health.
Copper's just gonna walk in the big tent and curl up in a ball in a corner somewhere and fall asleep.
I'm gonna stand outside the inside the entrance and just make sure everything's clear.
Okay. So for something like a long rest, you have to have at least 6 hours of actual sleep time, and then you can be up for 2 hours. You can't do any manual labor. You can be keeping watch and whatnot if that's what you're planning on doing.
Okay, so I can break it up into 2 bouts of 3 hours of sleep?
No, it has to be
It has to
continuous.
be, yeah.
Well,
it has
if
to be
you,
6
it well,
hours
not
straight.
necessarily.
No, in this case, if you
Well, that's only if you need to recover spell slots. I'm pretty
if
sure.
you are interrupted by a period of at least 1 hour of any strenuous activity or whatnot, then you don't get the benefits of a long rest.
Does he
Okay.
really need them?
Yes, otherwise you suffer from levels of exhaustion and fatigue, which puts you at negatives or disadvantage.
Oh, speaking of which, no. Do I find any coffee? The Chihuahua needs coffee. Why do you think we have the shakes?
You can, well, are you looking around for it right now?
Caffeine? Yes. Any form of caffeine. I don't care if I have to inject it into my veins.
There's no caffeine at this camp.
I faint.
Okay, you
Immediately pass out on the ground.
okay, so where are you inside the tent or
Nope.
Okay, you fall outside and you actually end up falling into the pile of orc bodies
You know what? That sounds warm and soft.
as blood kind of seeps down and runs into your fur.
Mm.
Okay.
Spark, what are you doing?
I'll take a rest too.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that everyone's going to rest then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Stas, while you are up, please roll your perception check.
22.
While you were basically standing at the door, keeping an eye out for the first hour, you hear this scream that rings out from within the camp. And it actually ends up, I want everyone to roll a perception check besides Stas.
Nope.
I rolled a 19.
I got a 16.
Okay, so Copper,
I
Spark.
failed.
Copper and Spark, you wake up as you hear this scream. And there is the sound of someone running, someone with heavier footsteps coming and running towards your tent. As this sound comes closer, Crystal, you are woken up as this foot kind of catches on top of you and falls over your form, face flat into the dirt next to you.
I'm impressed that it tripped over the little chihuahua and not the mounds of dead orc bodies.
Nobody expects the Chihuahua.
Yeah, nobody expects the Chihuahua. Unexpected Chihuahuas
You
are
always trip
everywhere.
on small dogs, not big dogs.
Unexpectedly.
It's true. You
Exactly.
always see the big ones coming.
You are woken up by this. I forgot about the raccoon. The raccoon has run off, by the way, because
Aw.
No.
his timer ran out.
Oh, you're right.
I'll have to bring back our friend.
Okay,
You, who goes there?
you say that, and
Ooh. I will be our alarm.
What the heck is that?
well, I couldn't find a small orc child, so that's a small orc child now.
Ah.
It looks like an anorexic Dobby from Harry Potter.
This small orc child is actually running towards you and ended up tripping over top of you, Crystal. And he's screaming and he's crying. There's not really that much light coming from anywhere, but he doesn't know what he tripped over. And he actually pulls out this little, he basically lifts up his hand and he casts light basically. And a little light comes up around him. And he sees the bodies.
He sees the bodies and a feral, blood-soaked chihuahua bearing its fangs.
Yes.
I'm shaking in my paws.
I wasn't sure what you were going to be shaking in, but are you shaken, not stirred?
Your baby seal leather boots.
What?
Can I roll
Kinky.
perception
No.
on this child?
You may roll perception on here. There he is now. Not that weird. So you guys all run out from within your tent, and you see this child who's lighting up the area around him. He sees the bodies and he screams, and he kind of turns and he starts to run the opposite direction.
Well,
Well, that was
I rolled a
short-lived.
4 on my perception on
Yeah.
the
Like,
on the
hi.
orc child.
Okay, bye.
So as far as I know, I saw a ghost.
Okay, bye then. Have fun in the woods. Don't get lost.
What are those?
The familiar sight of these horrific creatures.
Oh no!
Oh.
Roaches
Inside
on the
out Cthulhu baby
Yeah.
thing.
appears at the edge of your memory, and there they
The
are.
scent. That
Hello,
familiar
Inside Out
scent.
baby Cthulhu things. How are you doing?
I
Please
raised my
die.
haunches.
Oh boy, if they're chasing the child might know where our friends are.
We should probably kill the inside out baby Cthulhu things first.
No, we torture
As you guys
them.
are talking, the child is not looking and he runs into one of them. This tentacle comes out from one of these creatures and it latches onto the child's face.
They're
Please.
face suckers.
But you hear these muffled screams come from as he grabs on around like the tentacle and he's struggling to pull it off and he's thrashing about very violently. And then he stops and it releases him and his body just kind of falls and slumps down to the ground.
Oh no.
Oh, they're dementors.
I
dear.
help.
And then you just see that it pulls back its tentacle and it wraps it towards itself and opens up that beak that it has, which you assume to be its mouth. And it starts to put something in. If you guys want to make perception checks, you can.
Is it the child's mortal soul?
I rolled a 17 for perception.
I got a 19.
I crits no.
Nice.
What would he put in?
And Spark, what'd you roll?
Please tell me it's not his mortal soul.
Wait, what am I rolling now?
Yes.
Perception.
You're going to roll your perception.
I rolled a 16.
You see this blue, all of you see this blue light that's peeking out from within the tentacle's grasp. And it has like a little bit of a flamey kind of appearance.
It was its mortal soul.
And it kind of just puts that blue flame inside of its mouth and it swallows it.
Oh my gosh. If these things are collecting souls and I kill all of these things, then I have all the souls and Tony would get the best payday ever.
As long as we get to kill these things, that's fine.
Hey, I'll just bark at them. Can I? Can I do that? Can I bark at them?
Let me just kill this child really quick
Wow.
on screen.
Odd, out of context.
Yup, nope, that's definitely getting posted on Twitter. Let me just kill this child. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of these things. Did anyone else look at their map recently?
Yes. I just don't really react that much.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but there are 6 of them and 4 of us.
But we have weapons, and they don't.
And
So-
they just ripped a child's soul out of its body. I don't
Fair.
think they need weapons.
And as you're talking, the creatures begin to fade in and out of your view. And some of them kind of like when they fade out and then they reappear, they're actually around, like surrounding you.
I don't like this.
I don't like that either.
Please roll for initiative.
Oh no.
12. Oh my gosh.
All right. We're not going to talk about it. Wilson, what did you get?
Oh, okay. I got a 17 for my
I
initiative.
rolled a 16.
Okay, and Crystal, what was your roll?
Not going to talk about it.
Crit fail?
No. I got a total of 3.
So you rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Wilson, it is your turn first.
Okay. We're outnumbered. So Copper's gonna go.
What was that terrible sound in my ears? Could you like not make that sound in my ears, Wilson? Like,
Oh,
why do you have to walk over to me and do that?
Well, it's so you understand that I'm summoning the raccoons.
The
Would you just say that out loud, Wilson?
Oh, I thought this was more fun. Okay, so yeah, no, I've got what was.
Wait, hold on. You think you could just summon raccoons?
Oh well, no. Technically, you tell me what I summon, but
We're just
I do
hoping
get to
it's
summon
raccoons.
1d3 of them. Yeah, I'm just hoping because they worked out really well last time.
How many times a day can you use that?
Once per short rest. I'm going to be summoning 3 of whatever you decide.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
4.
Okay. You hear this cree sound.
A what?
A cree sound. No,
No,
not
I-
a no.
Not a-
No, you hear a
Are they
kee.
hawks?
Summon a bunch of sparrows.
It's actually more like an owl. No, not
A
all owls
screech
make that
owl.
sound. Some of them screech. It's a screeching owl.
Okay, so now we know. Screeching owl.
Yeah, so you summon how many owls?
3 owls.
Oh, look at that. I can just taste them.
No, those owls really do
They
look
do.
like chickens.
The chicken owls.
Zoom in on your map. It'll be fine. Crystal, are you actually surrounded by the pile of bodies or are you on the outside?
Of course I am. You think I'm not going
So
to be
you
getting
made
a
a
defensive
fort?
boat? I made a body fort. Some people make body pillow forts. I just remove the pillows. Wait, does this mean I get a defensive bonus? Do I have partial cover from bodies?
Well, if you did have partial cover from bodies being in the center, you'd be buried underneath all the bodies and you would not be able to move.
Wouldn't it be just rough
You
terrain?
said you were on the edge of them.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
sleeping on top of them
Okay, so you're just on top. So it's just considered rough terrain, so you're at disadvantage.
to move. Yeah.
Burn.
Boom, roasted.
Boom. So, Wilson, it is your turn. And you summoned the birds. You have
Yeah.
a move action left. Unless that took your full... Or was that a bonus action?
It doesn't say. Let me check it out.
Hang on. I know I took notes. I also looked at all of your character sheets while I was in the bathroom.
How did you get our character sheets if you were in the bathroom?
Wilson, we're not going to talk about the fact that I might have paid Clyde when he delivered the burritos.
Why did you pay for those?
Not the burritos. I paid for him to slip me some paper with your stuff on it. He was like in the background taking pictures.
What was he taking pictures of?
Well, when we go and check out the guild website, you might see some more meme photos for our meme guild.
Yeah, giggity.
So just like my face in general?
Yes, and the whole thing just says that's original. For Spark, since you would have taken a short rest, you were able to figure out that the scroll that you had was a zone of truth scroll.
A truth scroll.
A zone of truth scroll. Yep. So during a short rest, you can use that opportunity to identify magic objects that you have, or basically scrolls, whatever. So I'm just going to say you took that as your opportunity.
It doesn't
yeah.
say the length of the action.
Okay, then it's a regular action. So you have a move action left.
Let me double check my one spell. See if I can cast it.
You can only
As
cast a bonus action.
What if it's a bonus action? Yeah.
That's what I was saying. You can only cast a bonus action. So you get a move action, a regular action, and if your ability calls for it, a bonus action. Like Spark, you have a bonus action as well.
Wait, I do?
Just make sure you sneak attack. Yes, you do.
Oh, wait. No. Shalaha is a bonus action spell, which turns my wooden stick into a lethal weapon.
Okay, so you are going to shalaha your weapon.
Shalaha!
Okay. Do you scream that every time? Is it verbal? Shalaha!
Oh, it does actually require verbal components, so yes, I do.
So every time you transform this stick into a weapon, is that how he screams it?
Yes, that is how he would do it.
Really?
Shalaha!
That's better. I expected some more role play there. Okay.
I'm working.
So
on it,
are you
okay?
going to take a move action or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Now it is going to be Spark's turn.
I move to right here
Okay.
and
If you double click it, it'll actually just
I know, I
minimize
don't know
it.
why I keep pressing the X because I know it does that and I just keep pressing the X anyway. And I do incessant barking.
Okay, so you incessantly bark at them. Now tell us what incessant barking does.
I may affect all creatures within a 15 feet cube. The target must take a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 2d8 damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows away from you. The creature...
So you're trying to fear affect it? Or
I don't know if it's fear. It just makes him move away, I think. It doesn't move into danger
The noise
ground.
is so obnoxious.
On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
So you start to bark, and as you do, the one that is kind of diagonal from you starts to move away and moves pretty much like far enough away from you because it starts to like take its tentacles and it covers its ears and like shakes. But the other two just kind of look at you. They just take the tentacles and they cover their ears and they just look and glare at you. And that's about all that does. So that was your move and your regular action.
Hey, you gonna roll damage?
2d8s. Daniel, it is your turn. It's Stas' turn.
So I'm going to try lobbing an arrow at the thing, creature, or whatever that's close to Copper.
All right. So you're going to try and hit the one that is diagonal from you. All right. So that's about 30 feet away. So you can roll to hit, please.
22 total.
Okay. So you do hit. Please roll your damage.
5.
And then it is going to be their turn. The owls are skipped on this round because they were just summoned. I'm just going to roll this all collectively. And I will tell you, Copper, both of those two creatures that are next to you. They move up within range of you, and they are both going to try and hit you. The first one is going to hit with a 15. And the second one does miss. So one actually takes its tentacle and it swipes at you, and it basically does like a slap on your face, and you take 4 damage.
Ow. Well, at least if I was slapped, I'm remaining with my dignity.
Oh, I meant stars, not copper. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. I literally looked at not stars. It's Spark. Oh my God. Why'd you all pick the S's and C's?
CCSS.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, the SSCC. We're a boat.
Guys, why'd you pick all S's and C's? It's messing me up so bad. Okay. It's actually, they're hitting Spark. Spark, you take 4 damage. I'm going to put this
Owie.
directly in front of my face so I know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you take 4 damage.
I'm so
Ouch.
sorry.
Somebody
Okay.
help. I'm going to die.
All right, and Copper, the ones that are next to you, one of the ones that is on your right diagonal is going to come after you. Stas, that one that you hit with the arrow is coming, and it's going to try and hit you. Copper, I'm going to roll for you to get hit first.
Oh no.
It misses, and actually, it crit failed, so I will allow you to take attack of opportunity on that
I
if you want.
whack it with my stick.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm assuming a 20 hits.
A 20 does hit. Please roll your damage.
All right. 7.
Ooh, nice damage. Okay, and Stas, the one that is taking its tentacle to basically swipe at you, it goes and reaches out similar to how it did to the other one did to the child. But as it does, you kind of back away and it misses and it pulls back and it kind of lets out this screeching sound as you back up, and it's very angry, but it missed. And then the last one, Crystal, is going to start making its way up towards you.
It has to climb a mound of bike
Yeah,
corpses.
so it that basically takes its round up there.
Sucker. You thought he could get to me.
Okay, and
Gonna get
then
blasted in the next
we
week.
are back to Copper's turn.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's Crystal's
You
turn.
skipped me.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, because I didn't
He's
want you
gonna
to
get
go
blasted
to-
into next week.
Okay, go ahead and blast.
Let me double check that. Make sure that's what I want to do. I wish I had fireball. What warlock is complete without fireball? That's what I want to know. But instead, I'm gonna Eldritch Spark.
Okay.
9 damage.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So you bark, and this, what was it, bolt of lightning?
Yes.
This bolt of lightning kind of shoots out of your mouth, and it smacks it right in the face. Then it growls, and it makes this loud screeching sound towards you. I'm not going to do it into the mics because I think that would kill us all. All right, now. All right, Wilson, it is your turn.
Okay. Wait, I looked at my spell list. I gotta double check something. Okay. All right. Cool. Can I take like a slight 5-foot step back?
You can take a 5-foot step back.
Great. Take a 5-foot step back, nice and careful, and then I am going to smite this thing.
You're going to smite it.
Kind of. I am going to call down a moonbeam.
What kind of damage does that do? Does it like have a specific
It does.
element?
It does radiant damage.
Okay, so it does radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna rear back on my hind legs, and I'm gonna at the moon, and a giant beam's gonna shoot down at it.
What is this spell called?
Moonbeam.
Literally moonbeam.
It's literally
Okay.
called moonbeam.
Okay. So
A
you
silvery pale beam of light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot tall cylinder.
5-foot radius.
That's why I backed away.
Wait, does it do
Smart.
damage to you as well?
When any creature enters the spell's area, it must make a Constitution saving throw. Edgewise, it takes 2d10 of radiant
What
damage.
is the DC?
It would be 15.
All right. So you howl, and this beam of light from the sky just kind of falls down onto the earth in like this very gentle cycle. And then as it comes down, it moves faster and faster, and then it just crashes on top of this creature, and it explodes into nothing. And lets out a loud screeching sound as it does.
Guys, they don't like radiance. I didn't even roll damage. Oh wait, I said that in game. Dang it, guys, radiance hurts them a lot. They're like evil or something.
It would have died anyway. You did a lot of damage to it.
Did you roll for it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So now it is going to be Spark. It is your turn.
I take out my dagger.
Okay, so drawing a weapon is going to take an action unless you take it as with fast hands, which allows you to take your bonus action. Is that what you're going to do?
Yes.
Apply sleight of hand, disarm a trap, or use an object. Screw it. I'll let you do it that way. I'm wrong anyway. Okay, so you draw your weapon, and you are doing what
I
with it?
attack the weird monster next to me.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to hit the one that is on your left.
I roll a 24.
Ooh, sweet. Okay, so that definitely hits. Please roll your damage.
So that should be 8? Question mark?
You take your dagger and you basically ram it into this thing's beak, and it kind of just pierces straight through, and it kind of makes this gurgling sound as it falls to the ground. It stops like hovering, and it falls on top of your dagger, and it's just kind of sitting there, and it's very heavy. So you're kind of pinned with this thing on your dagger until the next round.
I'm stuck.
Okay, and now it is going to be Daniel. It is Stas' turn. Please roll the die or use the secret passage. I've been playing Clue. What are you hitting him with?
My spear,
All right.
which is 1d6 of damage. I looked it up beforehand.
What is your to hit?
16.
Okay, it hits. Please roll your damage.
The difference between knowing which die to roll and finding which die to roll is I do 3 damage.
Okay, so you do 3 damage. All right. So you take your spear and you kind of jab it into it, and you pull it back, and you get like this like goopy substance that kind of comes back that's green, and it kind of runs down the side of your spear, and you can kind of feel it starting to like burn at your teeth and in your mouth, but it's kind of still, it hovers there, and it makes this loud screeching sound, and it looks very angry. And that is your turn unless you're going to move.
I mean, he's kind of trapped between a squid monster and a tent, so
I mean, he could always,
he could always run back into the tent.
and provoke an attack of opportunity.
Unless he did a 5-foot step.
I don't know if 5-foot steps are a thing in D&D.
Then why'd you just let Wilson take one?
Okay, listen. I'm still learning the rules myself, and I'm confusing the systems. They're very similar.
Is someone going to take their turn?
Are you done, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay, I just need you to confirm.
I'm sorry.
I was waiting for you. Okay, and now it is going to be the creature's turns. So, Daniel, the one that is in front of you that you just stabbed, and it has like this goop running out from the side of it, it's going to basically take that and try and splash it on you.
Rude.
And it misses.
This poor creature is just having the worst day.
It turns to splash it, but as it does, it actually turns and it splashes it on the owl that is flying nearby. And that owl is going to take several points of damage. And then we are going to move on to Stas. You're going to, not Stas, Spark. The one that is next to you is going to try and slap you, but it kind of wraps itself around you, and it's going to grapple you. So it can't grapple or hit anything else, but it's holding on to you. So you're pinned and you're grappled right now.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it doesn't like you either. Okay, Crystal, you are about to be slapped.
What?
You're about to be slapped.
Okay.
Thankfully, you have a low AC, and I can actually hit you.
That's not a good thing.
Well,
I'm
it's a
not
good thing
thankful.
for me. It's fun for me, watching you all struggle.
That sounds sadistic.
Okay.
Well, I'm having a heck of a time over here with Missy McGee over here.
Okay, Crystal.
Yeah?
You take 7 damage.
Oh, that's child's play.
Please roll dex saving throw.
Okay, it's not the worst one.
What is the worst one?
Strength. I'm a chihuahua. What do you expect from me? 13?
13?
Yeah.
So it goes to slap you, and it tries to wrap this tentacle around your body and like pick you up, but you jump back just in time outside of its reach. And now the elves begin their assault.
Fly, my pretties.
You're not the Wicked Witch of the West.
Wilson, calm down.
I'm the wicked Wilson of the woods.
Okay. I'm a little more disturbed by
I
that,
watched
Wilson.
Return to Oz
I
the other day, and this is a very disturbing movie.
Isn't it though? Yeah.
The owl that is near you, Stas, after getting splashed with the acid, comes down with its claws and it digs it into the skull or like the head of this creature, and it crushes down. And you just kind of see like, unfortunately, the bird is taking damage from this, but you just see like the steam coming from its head, and it just like clamps down, and then it lets go and it falls down to the ground.
Is it dead?
It writhes a little bit, and then it stops moving.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. This owl that is over to the right is going to fly towards you, and that is about all it can do. Actually, no, it can still hit because that's not that far. Yeah. Basically it flies and it comes like beaming like right towards this creature, and it just kind of like flies overhead, and it has to turn around. And basically, it overshot its trajectory.
You could at least poop on it.
So I was thinking instead
Okay, it does let out.
it has its claws out, but then it kind of, I don't know, flips upside down and just kind of smacks into it and kind of bounces over.
Well, actually, see what happened is, as Crystal said, a little poop came out and it kind of flies out, but unfortunately hits the wrong target. It hits Spark instead.
Oh my god.
What is it called when the pellet just came out? It's a digested pellet.
You're getting
You're getting
pelleted.
Okay, and then the last owl is going to it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
very far away.
It can go up to the one that's by you, Crystal, and it's going to try. Yeah, it can make that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it has a 60-foot fly.
Oh, well, excuse me.
Okay. It hits, and again, this owl comes barreling towards it from the sky. You can't even hear it, but all you just see is like this thing go whoosh, right by you, and it kind of picks it up, and you just see the body kind of fall and flop onto the ground.
That is a very strong owl, ladies and gentlemen.
But the creature in front of you rises back up and lets out that screeching sound again. Please roll a will save, Crystal.
But I'm too good for this. You think I'll fail?
No. I just like seeing you struggle.
17.
Okay, that was a decent will save.
Yeah, that's right, it was.
Dang it. Okay.
You don't get to see me struggle.
All right, Crystal, it is now your turn. I should have put you up against more of these.
Probably a good idea. I'm gonna bite its ankles off.
Okay, next time I promise I'll give you 20 of them. I'll make you fight 20 of them. That way your horde breaker thing can work, Daniel.
I forgot I had that, I'm going to be honest. Not like it would have really been useful in this case.
Okay, bite its ankles. But it doesn't have ankles, but bite it.
I bite its wispy tail floaty bit.
Tentacles. Yes.
Yeah, that thing.
The Cthulhu babies.
Little Cthulhu babies. I bite its beak off. 15. Not aiming for its beak. I want to specify that.
I was about to say you'd roll a disadvantage to go for its beak. So you do hit with 15. Please roll your damage.
I didn't mean to take that. Don't dogs get bonuses to biting things?
I believe they do.
Medium dogs do.
Oh, well, don't I just suck? 4 damage.
Ooh.
I'm
Don't
a chihuahua.
worry.
What do you want from
So
me?
basically you jump up and you latch onto it, and as you do, you kind of rip down and you rip off 3 of its tentacles, and you're kind of shaking it violently like Gidget. Good sound effect. Wilson, we're back up to you.
All right.
There's one left.
There is? There's
Yep.
2. You're bad at math.
Wait, where?
What? There's the one north.
Oh my gosh, that one ran away. It hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, but it's still up there.
It
Yeah.
was smart. It was like, nope, I see where this is going. I want to live.
You thought you got away.
And I make the moonbeam go at it. Because I can move the moonbeam
How far?
60 feet. And it's exactly 60 feet away.
Have you been counting that?
I've been counting this whole time.
The only problem with that is the fact that I just didn't move it off map, but I'm pretty sure it moved further away than this.
Bogus, man. You gotta accurately represent their distance so people can plan.
Wilson, I'm not good at map making. Maybe you can help me later.
Okay, but can we say it's 60 feet away?
Sure, I'll let you say it's 60 feet away. I was going to let one live and then come and get revenge on you later, but sure.
I scorch it with the power of the moon.
The power of God. Wilson.
Yeah?
Come on, if you're a beagle, you got to really get the howl right. That's still kind of meh, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
How could you expect humans to howl? Fine, I'll trap myself in the bathroom this week and do nothing except practice my howl.
All you hear as you walk by is howling. What's going on in there? All right, yes, you blast this thing, and it shatters into a bajillion pieces.
You didn't bother rolling damage again?
Nope. Nope. I'm not rolling that damage.
It's only 2d10s
Okay, you want me to roll it?
of radiant damage.
Sure.
No, if you don't want to, I'll kill it. It's fine.
No, it died. I rolled high enough. It exploded.
These things really don't like moonbeams, guys.
Or really anything. They're kind of weak.
All right, we'll throw 20 of them.
This
at us
one didn't
next
like
time.
my dagger.
So now, Spark, it is your turn. You are pinned and grappled. Please roll please roll your dex save.
At
and a strength.
disadvantage if you're grappled and pinned.
Yeah. No, it's actually strength, not. Well, it would be dex.
What?
No, it would be
Is he
Can I
attempting
use
to
sleight of
dodge the acidic
hand to
blood?
get out of
You can't sleight
Is
of
there
your
an escape artist?
sleight of paw.
This slide?
Sleight
Can
of
I
paw.
stealth my way out of this grapple?
I
Unfortunately,
think it's an
you cannot.
acrobatics check to get out of grapples.
No, I think it's a
actually.
strength check for grapple.
Can I intimidate my way out of
They're all the other ones are dead.
No,
so-
you may not. So you may roll your strength at disadvantage. Just don't die.
3.
I can't believe you left him, Wilson, to be pinned and grappled.
Well, if I moved the moonbeam over to him, it would damage him with 2d10s of
Are
radiant
you
damage.
sure? Because he could have been
Yes.
protected by the bodies.
I didn't want to take the risk.
But Kent, Spark is still trapped.
I just bark. I'm
With that-
barking. Wait, do I? Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing.
So, Spark, you're trapped underneath of these creatures. So now, after Clerk Kent's turn, it is Daniel's turn. Stas,
Well, I'm going to go try and help Spark.
you would have to make a run action to get all the way over there.
I'm going to make a run action.
So you run up, but that is your full turn.
Okay.
Yeah. You're like, I made it. Finally, 6 seconds and I ran over here. Okay. It is now the creature's turn. A Spark is going to need to make a wisdom saving throw. So let me just make sure I have this written down right. I don't want to kill you on accident.
I thought that was your goal, actually.
I'm not a cruel mistress of evil. I am just a
An-
mistress
an
of
inefficient
evil.
mistress of evil.
Exactly. You pass. You're okay. You did feel this tingling sensation in your mind, as if something was trying to force you to see something. Things that made you, like the hackles on the back of your neck stand up. It just made you feel completely uncomfortable. But you withheld, and you were still pinned and grappled. But it is now Crystal's turn. I skipped the owls, but that's okay. They
Whoa!
pooped.
You just skipped my owls?
Wilson, I will bring the owl back in. The owl's gonna come and
I've
it's gonna
got two
swoop on
owls
down.
in the general vicinity. Honestly, they could like poop on them to death. I don't care.
Okay, I will roll. The owl hits. Dang it.
Yeah, I'll kill.
The owl killed.
Yeah.
Oh, why is this how this works? Let me give you guys some glory. Stop taking it all, Wilson, for your owls and
Listen,
raccoons.
all I'm saying is I successfully killed 4 things this combat.
I feel like, Wilson, you're trying to like make up for something. Okay.
Spellcasters are kind of interesting. I'm just saying.
So, guys, combat is now over, and you're surrounded by even more bodies.
Oh my
Crystal,
gosh.
do you want to do another blood acid letting ceremony?
I mean, technically it's tomorrow, and Tony told me not to call him because it's his daughter's wedding, so I'm going to respect the boundaries.
There.
You just feel this very strange, it shouldn't be pleasant, but this pleasant evil aura kind of like light up around you.
That's the good.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm going to just assume you smoke some great weed and leave it at that.
And it really wrestles my jimmies.
All right. So I'm assuming you
Okay.
guys are going to rest for the night and try and
Yes.
recover. You can all recover your health and sleep,
Yay.
and the rest of the night goes peacefully. And the next morning comes. It's a little bit cloudier, but you wake up and you get your 6 hours, but it's a little bit later in the day than you were probably hoping to wake up. Now, what and where? Or what are you doing and where are you going?
We need to go to those stones.
Spark, didn't you say something about books
Oh
in
yeah,
this
there's
tent?
books. You want to read the books?
Oh, and didn't you say you had a scrolly thing?
Yes, I have a scroll. I found out what it does.
Let me what it do? What do?
Let me find it. Let me pull it out here.
Did I ever get the arrows?
Yes, you got the arrows.
Okay.
Is a zone
wanted to
of
make sure.
truth scroll.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Hate truth.
It's good for me because I know nothing
Use that
about
every-
magic.
All right. Let me. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, let me walk into this tent with all the books and literature.
All the books are torn up and they have been scribbled on as if by a child.
All right, what do I expect from orcs? Let's be honest. I mean, Grog would do the same thing. Is there anything salvageable or useful in here?
Please roll your investigation.
Investigation. That's a number which I've never rolled before.
What is it?
18 total.
You are scavenging around the room and you're looking at each of these books with drawings and scribblings on them. And as you look at them, you start to notice that they all seem to have something in common, at least the drawings do. And it looks like the drawings have almost the same creature drawn on them. Like it's the same creature that is etched into it.
Is it a Cthulhu baby?
It looks like a little baby of the Cthulhu thing that you keep talking about.
My gosh. Okay.
You also see that there are there are several different books that have words that are written into them that were not originally on the books. And it doesn't look like it's in common. It looks like it's like an orc tongue, that there are words written there.
Let me go check my spell list. No, I have nothing that'll help me here. Well, if that child didn't die, we could have asked him.
Why are you assuming it was him?
What? No, I was saying if the child... Okay, well, we slaughtered everyone else. The only one we didn't kill here was the child. If the child didn't die, which I wasn't planning on killing, we could have asked him what it said, but we can't now. So, I'm going to take them with me. Just the specific
Okay.
words.
All right, so you're going to take the pages with the words on them.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, books do have words on them, so...
Amazing.
Okay, so you take those pages. What are you guys doing? Where are you going now? It is daylight. There is some food around the area that you guys eat and you fill your stomachs. But now we need to know where you're going.
Guys.
The morning
Yes.
stones.
Well, we can go to the Morning Stones, but the reason we wanted to go to the Morning Stones is because we needed stuff. But now we have stuff. We've got a lot. We got money and gems which we could sell in Brienne.
You said it right. I'm proud of you.
And didn't Crystal's sugar daddy want us to go there anyway?
That is where our masters are being kept.
Well, I guess it's pretty obvious. We're just going to go to Brienne then.
To Brioche.
Okay.
Oh, we were 2 for 3.
2 for 3, and it all died when Crystal opened her mouth.
Many things do. That's why I spit hot lightning.
Dark clouds start to form overhead as you come out from the forest. It almost feels like the sky is really about to split open. There's like this dark
I pee on a rock.
cloud.
Who
You-
can tell me the weather?
What? What?
I've been waiting to say that for so long.
Wilson, we need to really have a talk about like you and your body fluids that are going everywhere.
Okay, listen. So there's something called Druidcraft, but it requires, let me double check. It requires me do things. So I'm marking this rock and the rock will tell me the weather.
Or people could make a survival check and see if they could figure out what's going on. Wilson, you're all about survival.
I'll make a survival check, even though I'm pretty sure my survival's pretty terrible. Oh, no, actually, I have points in survival.
I think I have points in survival.
18 total.
Okay, so
Nope, I
18
don't
total
have
for you
survival.
for Stas.
I was wrong. I have
Okay.
nothing.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It even says, so it requires vocal and somatic components. My somatic component is peeing. And it says, you can create one of the following things. One is I could create a tiny glowing yellow
Oh my
orb
god.
that predicts the weather for the next 24 hours. So I pee and it forms into a sphere that can tell me the weather.
Okay, so Daniel, you definitely get that there's rain coming. And also, as you guys are walking, it begins to precipitate a little bit. And this slight drizzle begins to hit you in the snout.
What does my pee ball tell me?
And your pee ball pops up. And you hear this little ding ringing sound.
Hello, I am your people.
I always knew they could talk.
I am your weather prediction service. Hi, how can I help you?
What's the weather?
Okay, so today is going to be
You sound like a raccoon.
a slight chance of rain with a high chance of rain in the morning and a high chance of thunderstorms this evening. Thank you.
Any chance of murder?
There's always a chance of murder.
Especially when Crystal's around.
This
I give
Okay.
is why me and Spark are friends.
I give Crystal a high five.
A high paw. Dang, high paw.
A high paw.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah,
A high paw.
Oh my gosh.
Might not be so high because Crystal's
Okay.
a chihuahua, but
Okay, so you guys you make your way out from the forest, and it is slightly drizzling, and it's like hitting you guys in like your snouts. And it does start to get a little bit heavier the longer you go on. In the further into the afternoon, the rain starts to come down harder, making things more difficult to see.
Guys,
And the ground starts to get really
Guys.
wet and smutty. And Crystal, you are being cleaned of your blood at least.
I was gonna say that. Well, at least
What about
Crystal's
the
getting
poo?
her
This
back.
might be a bad time. This might be a bad time to tell you, but I'm scared of thunderstorms.
Yes, now is that time to tell us.
a very bad
Could we
time.
find somewhere to stay for the night?
It doesn't take long for the clouds to unleash their fury upon you as the rain comes down in a torrential downpour and the wind kicks up. You are buffeted by the rain, only being able to see just about 10 feet in front of you. The roads are becoming slick with mud, and you notice that the terrain that you're walking through starts to become a little bit hillier. Every step squelches down, and your feet become caked in mud, and they feel very heavy, especially for Crystal.
Mostly because, the mud's probably eating me like quicksand.
You're actually like sinking into it every step.
I'm like 6 inches tall and there's probably 2 inches of mud.
But yeah, please roll. Everyone's gonna roll dex saving throws really quick.
I rolled a 13.
14.
Okay, so Stas, you're okay. You're able to keep yourself upright as your foot kind of like slides a little bit on the mud, but you keep walking. Same with you, Spark. You managed to avoid rolling down one of the hills. Crystal
Oh, no.
and Wilson.
Yeah. There's mud in my ears, and it's kind of getting caught, and I'm stumbling on them, and I don't like thunderstorms. Okay?
So you can roll at disadvantage for your dex, I guess.
No, I already did.
What was it?
3.
Crystal, what was yours?
Ha 17.
Okay, Crystal, you use Copper as a
I mean, his
found a
ears,
board, basically,
his
to jump
ears
off
are
of.
on the ground are like a really good walking path.
So you basically use him and you jump on top of him, and as you do, you kind of end up pushing him down. He loses his balance, and you jump off of him onto Spark's back.
Perfect form.
Perfect form. And all this mud just kind of like drops from your arms, goes on the ground below. But Copper ends up taking a nice tumble down the hill, and now he is covered in mud, and it's definitely in your ears, and you're going to have negatives or disadvantage at perception checks for hearing things until you get cleaned up.
We're gonna have to clean that out. I don't want my dog to get an ear infection.
Yeah, that does happen. You got to be careful. I mean, you could shake. Doesn't do much.
You good, Copper?
No, mud in my ears.
Mm.
Okay, so as you guys are continuing on, you help Copper back up onto the main road, but up ahead in like the darkness, you see this orangish light flickering from within this overhang,
Safe.
and thunder rolls across the sky, and you can feel the earth rumble with it.
Copper's running to the underhang because he does not like thunderstorms.
Are you all going into the cave or overhang?
Cautiously.
Okay.
I'm just booking it.
I follow.
Okay.
Button. I'm with Stars.
I am crouching, pretending to be a mud ball on Spark's back.
Okay. So you all enter the cave as a lightning bolt kind of just strikes the earth right behind you.
I wish I could cast that.
Will you be able to at some point?
And
Eventually.
I feel like Copper should roll a will save, which would be a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's fair. Where's that?
Or would that be charisma saving? It's weird.
11.
Okay. I think it's a charisma, so but Fine. You do. You jump from that.
Oh. Copper kind of slinks away into a corner of the cave and starts whimpering.
Okay. So as you guys enter the cave and you make like this sound, you hear a bark kind of echo back towards you guys, and you smell smoke, and you also hear the sound of some music being played, and someone is singing.
You know what smoke means? Smoke means fire. Do you know why people light fires? To cook me dinner. Onward,
Why is
Spark.
it always
Let's go.
you?
What? Because I hunger,
I think pretty much everyone hungers at some point.
but I am doing it right now.
I think we all are.
Touche. Or should I say tushy? Onward, Spark. Let's go. We got to find grub.
Onwards.
Okay. Spark moves on with Crystal on his back, and Stas follows behind very cautiously, keeping an eye out for everything.
Copper would probably book it as far away from the thunderstorm and as deep into the cave as recklessly as possible.
Okay, so you go running into the cave, and as you do, Copper gets into the room first. Stas and Spark and Crystal, you just hear this. Oh, but hello there. How are you? Oh, what is going on out here? Oh, hello. And the music just abruptly stops, and you just hear like the breaking of almost like guitar strings, like ding sound and crashing.
Is this person sitting down or?
This person was sitting down until you came barreling in and crashed into her body. And now there is a lute that is on the ground that might be slightly broken. And there is another larger dog who is standing there, and he is barking, and he's saying, "Halt! Halt! 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 Halt!"
Storm! 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 Storm!
So he continues to bark, "Halt! Halt! Halt! Halt!"
I bark. Storm! 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 Storm!
All right. So this goes. You guys, as you're coming through the cave, you just hear this back and forth of storm, halt, storm, halt, storm, halt, and just this human voice going, "What? Calm down. It's okay. It's okay, Baxter. It's okay." I don't understand why there's a tear for Baxter.
Because that's the name of my real life basset hound that passed away that Copper was based off of.
Wait. In real life, Quentin?
Yes.
I didn't know you had a basset
Neither
hound.
did I.
My grandparents do.
Also, I forgot to breathe there for like a solid 10 seconds. I'm not going to lie.
You guys make it back there, and you see this commotion of Copper kind of sitting in this woman's arms, and she's holding him up while this other dog, Baxter, who you assume is just jumping and barking at him very aggressively. It is a very large brown and white dog. What are they? What are those mountain dogs called?
Bernese Mountain Dogs?
Yeah, it's a Bernese mountain dog.
Oh, so it's one big fluffy boy.
It's a fluffy boy, and he is very easily basically just jumping. But he's not jumping on the lady. He's jumping up, just trying to be intimidating.
In place, yeah.
Yeah. And then he spots you all. "Halt! Halt! Why do you not all listen? Halt! I said, halt!"
I guess Stas would just stop and be like, well,
Right.
I halted.
Crystal would respond, "Listen, you mere peon. You have no power in this realm."
Can I just smack her?
What language is this, little squeaky toy? Baxter, calm yourself. Welcome, my dear friends. Dogs. Oh dear. Well, I guess you're all hiding from the storm as well. Come, sit by the fire, dears. I know you need a rest. Baxter, it seems we have company and friends for you. Baxter, stop, sit. And he just sits. All right. Well,
In dog, I will turn to my compatriots. Should we freak her out? Should we do it? Should we blow her mind? I feel like her reaction would be really funny.
Not now.
Spark, what do you say?
what are you talking about? What is it?
All right, Baxter, have you ever wanted to talk to your master?
Of course I do. She is wonderful. She is perfect. She is everything to me.
Now, what if I
I
told
love
you?
her.
Okay, what if we told you we could talk to your master?
What? Well, of course you can talk to the master. Everyone can talk to the master. You just bark at her.
But
Oof.
what if she understood us and we could converse?
What? I'd say sorcery, but you're dogs. We are all dogs here.
Oh, I can
Except for
cast
her.
magic too,
I
so there
love
is
her.
sorcery.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I must say, everyone, it was a wonderful journey on coming over here. However, the storm was absolutely terrible, I will say. Oh, Baxter, I don't know if we will make it to Khan Village in 2 days or
You
so.
mean meat?
Hopefully the bridge isn't flooded. What? Who said that?
Meat.
What?
The town, meat.
We're doing it. Yeah.
She also was the... I think it's a charisma saving throw for fear effects.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're talking... I should not have had the champagne before heading out.
Yes, it was the champagne.
Catch me, Baxter. And she falls back, and Baxter just like walks up behind her, and she falls and lands on top of him and slumps like down to the ground. I have you.
It wasn't the champagne. We can speak common.
But
Thank you, nice lady. You protect me from storm.
oh yeah, and she was still holding Copper, so she just slumps down, and this fat like she's got the weight of Copper on her, and also just her own body weight, and just falls to the ground. Baxter helps like get her to slide down much gentler.
Much more gently.
Much more gently. Yeah, that's the language I was looking for.
You mean English?
Yeah.
Your native tongue?
Common tongue, if you will.
Man. All right. So she is on the ground. She's holding Copper, but she's actually petting you still. Oh, what a wonderful world it is if dogs actually can talk. Oh,
Yo, lady, where's the grub?
it's up. Oh, grub. I don't grub. I don't
Edibles.
have grub here, but you're very strange bunch. How came you to be in this way?
Oh, various torture experiments.
Oh, you poor dear. And she comes over and she puts the Copper down. Actually, no, she's holding Copper still, and she goes and she picks up Crystal as well. And she holds you guys to her bosom. Now, let me have you all roll some perception checks just to get a nice look at this lady.
Okay.
I got a 20.
I got a 17.
I
14.
got a 22.
Okay. So you all are looking at this woman, and she is rather busty. She has very large hips and breasts, and she has a very soft face with a beauty mark under her right eye. She has blonde hair that she has kind of like cut short on both sides and a little bit shorter in the back so that it kind of slides down. It doesn't really complement her face very well, but she is wearing very fashionably colored clothes, which you guys can't really see all the colors. It looks mostly muted to you, but if you were looking at her as a normal person, she's wearing very bright, vibrant clothing, and you can tell that she is a bard of some kind, and she is human. But you, Copper and Crystal, are being smothered in her bosom. Crystal, you are finding it most difficult to breathe.
Tiny lungs being crushed by fat.
Pillows.
But that's my spot. My spot.
My pillows now.
Oh,
We learned today that Wilson is a boobs guy.
Whoa, no. I'm just saying, Copper appreciates the softness after being scared.
words.
I feel like I'd probably be a boobs person too, but I don't know. I don't seem to have the package to really experiment or understand. So, okay, Snow's moving on here.
Stas is just too big to be picked up.
Bigger than
He's 100 pounds.
a Burmese mountain dog?
Bernese mountain dogs are probably breed standard. Tell me what you are.
They're
Probably
bigger than
like
Germans. They're
140.
bigger than
Yeah,
German
they're a lot
shepherds.
bigger.
Mm-hmm. Let me put it this way. So Baxter is the very stereotypical
84 to 110.
84 to
So
110
roughly around the
pounds.
same.
I feel like 100 pounds for a German shepherd is overweight.
It's a
it's
fat boy.
possible.
I think that's overweight.
Well, they're not. It's outside their normal breed standard. but
I
if
think
you're-
you wanted a Saint Bernard, not a Burmese mountain dog.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, so Saint Bernard. He's a big Saint Bernard.
Okay, that makes more sense. That is a lot larger than a
I
German
said
Shepherd.
the mountain dog, like the kind that has like the jug of water. Yeah, that
Yeah.
dog.
You wanted
Yeah,
the
Saint
Saint
Bernard.
Ah,
Yeah, that's what
The
we're looking
ones
for.
that can be anywhere from 240, I mean 140 to
Very
240
large.
Yeah.
in weight.
they are
Very
large
large.
boys.
Yeah, okay, so that's how big of a dog you're dealing with. He's much bigger than all of you. He could sit on Crystal, and she would basically be the size of his poop.
She'd be smaller.
No, I
I'd
think
bite his
Crystal.
balls off.
Language, Crystal.
But
Language.
why can't I say bite or balls? We have a red squeaky ball.
Which ball? Okay. Yes, you would bite the red balls that he has.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a collection of them. 3
A
of them.
pair. Whoa, that's a little abnormal.
He has one for later.
Oh, okay.
So you just destroy his squeaky balls. Okay.
I'll make him squeak, all right?
We please. I don't know what's considered
So, lady, you got any food?
food.
Food.
Food. Yeah, of course I have food. Welcome. Come, my darlings. And she invites you all to come and sit by her fire. And that is where we're going to end. Hey guys, thanks again so much for listening to another Odd Doggies adventure. And it looks like we're getting pretty close to maybe closing this out. Hopefully another episode or 2. And then we might be getting back. Not even might. We will be getting back to Sword Art Online Odd. So get ready for that as well. And take it away, Justin.
Hey guys, I'm the guest here today and the last couple weeks and maybe the next couple weeks. I'm from Lit Gaming Arena. You can find us at litgamingarena.com. It's a video game podcast. We have a lot of stuff to say about video games. There's a lot to be said, and we want to make sure every one of our listeners is the most informed gamers in existence. So that's our goal. So you can find us on Twitter at Lit Gaming Arena and on Facebook at Lit Gaming Arena CO. Otherwise, you can search for Lit Gaming Arena on Google. We're on like Podbean, Spotify. We're actually hosted on Anchor. We're pretty much everywhere. Yeah, check it out. And I'm really happy to be on this podcast. I'm having a lot of fun. So thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. And if you guys have been enjoying our podcast and you want to support the show monetarily, you can do so by going to our Patreon, which you can find at bit.ly/support MRPF. And we are always running Ask Alice. And if you want to ask us a question about the show, whether it be for Odd Doggies or for Sword Art Online Odd or just anything in general, you can go to bit.ly/ask MRPF. Alice is our AI from Sword Art Online, and she is a very friendly lady. So go ahead and give us a question there, and we will probably read it on the show and answer it post haste.
Let's be honest, no one has money nowadays. So what they should really be doing if they want to support us is also, at the very least, you can give us a review on iTunes or just stay in contact with us because we're really active on social media and we love hearing from the fans.
Oh, yeah. Like we have a Discord.
We do, which is open to the public now and anyone can come in.
Yeah, it's on the website. You can get on our website at missingroleplayerfound.com. And then there's like an invite you can click and you can join us on our Discord and have fun with us. Like we play video games together.
All the time.
Like we could play Minecraft. I was actually thinking about making like an Odd Doggies Minecraft map.
I was banned from League of Legends this week, so you would have to wait for that next week. But we're really active playing multiple different platforms of games where, like she said, Minecraft, Overwatch, League of Legends. I play YGO Pro, all kinds of different strategy-based games. If you want to try something out or just hang out with us, please feel free to join us on our Discord. We love any community interaction we can get.
All right, guys. Thanks again, and we will see you next Sunday. Doo-doo-doo.
Bye.
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 Maximum Pew Pew is an actual play RPG podcast currently playing the Starfinder Dead Sun's adventure path. Join Cena.
She's got a lot of training, but she needs a role model.
Ion.
Have you heard of this thing called guns before?
Maya.
We're going into a video game, guys. This has been my dream.
And Zinka.
Did I just destroy a life form?
As they race to rid the galaxy of a system-destroying weapon of cataclysmic proportions. In addition, Maximum Pew Pew has bonus content spanning Dungeons & Dragons, Predation, Tales from the Loop, and Free League's upcoming Alien RPG. You can find Maximum Pew Pew on Facebook, Twitter, and your favorite podcast syndicator.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve.
And I'm Izzy.
And this is Everything I Learned from Movies. And tonight, like every night, we bring you questionable movies and pass the lessons that we've learned on to you, as well as we go over some great beer and funny third thing.
Yes, we're excellent beer reviewers, and as BJCP certified beer judges, we sort of know what we're talking about in regards to that. The movies?
So if you want to hear us talk about odd movies and Izzy talking about BJing,
woo!
Listen to us at eilfm.podbean.com. That's everything I learned from movies.podbean.com.
Hey honey, are you ready to pop that top? Woo! My top!
Hi, I'm Brendan.
And I'm Jason.
And we host a podcast called Full Screen
and Country.
And what do we do on this podcast, Jason?
We talk about the best British films of all time as voted by British people in the British year of 1999.
The BFI Top 100 to be exact.
100 movies.
So with each episode, we talk about a movie on the list, historical significance, if it holds up, etc., etc., etc. You can find us on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and all that good stuff.
Wherever podcasts are sold.